Okay, take it.
I love
That's
that
what
that's how
I'm
we
gonna
open
do.
in stream with you taking a call. And hello there, everyone. It is the dear UG here once again. And yes, as you can see, this is not 7 days a day as we're waiting for Vibrator's internet to not act like a piece of goddamn shit. Speaking of which, before I introduce anybody else, Vibrator, the floor is yours to cuss out your internet provider.
Okay. After you've seen my streams, you've probably heard me bitch about Exceed slash Viasat, the worst
Where
fucking internet
is my
provider out there.
nearest garage with
Because guess what? One of the
space?
people in the party I can't fucking hear because my internet provider is a goddamn piece of shit that likes to charge.
So remember, this stream is not brought to you in part by that company. Because we don't.
Yeah, they can go get a big old donkey there.
Also in the chat party joining myself in a giant vibrator, we have the leader of the Fire Nation, a man who will burn it down because he likes to play with fire. It's Fire Ninja.
Eh,
Also
I'm a
joining us in the
fool.
party, he says he's green. The only ninja outfit he wears is the colors of the Cleveland Browns. It is Green Ninja.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Ninja here.
Remember, the only good things to come out of Ohio, Green Ninja and The Miz. And Drew Carey. So far.
Not just no. That's not the only thing.
I'm
Willie's
lagging a
Overland.
bunch for me. That's because Brad, it's probably it could be the weather because it is storming again. What else is new? And we have also everyone's favorite Canadian, the man who's related to Dudley Do Right, Heartless.
I am not related to Dudley Do Right.
Now let's hope we don't have any stream issues tonight, because that's the one reason we couldn't stream Predator last night, guys. Because internet issues abound because of storms in my area and storms in Fire Ninja's area.
But yeah, no, I'm dead serious though. Jeep Wranglers came out of Ohio.
We don't promote
It started out as Willie's
Cartoon
Overland.
Network on this stream. Plus, regular show was terrible anyway. So blah blah on that. Happy Sunday to everyone, one and all. And Vlad, I have the video on I have the stream on my phone, and I'm not seeing any issues.
Let me pull up mine. Hold on. Yep, I'll go to mine.
So if it's good on mine and it's good on yours,
It might be just a bad case of shitty internet. Another case.
alright, where the heck? Okay, I gotta go back to the base. I was like, what the fuck?
You know
do I do?
something? Maybe fucking Brad has Exceed or Viacast. Viasat.
That would explain a lot. So hopefully, guys, we'll be able to do 7.
Really? So, guess what, Brian?
What's that?
I can only give this to Simeon.
So fingers crossed,
I
guys,
can't
we can
store
do
it.
7 days to die tonight.
Yeah, you'd have to buy it.
It's fucking stupid. Don't make me have to go fucking...
You know
this
how
shit.
much that car is?
Too much.
I'll tell you.
Too much. I only wanted it if it was free.
I'll
I'm
tell you
not
how
gonna
much
buy
it
it.
is. It is
Yeah, I'm not helping these people. I just want to get to the mission.
200,000. In exact, it's 195,000.
It's fucking stupid.
Shit, I could buy one if I wanted to right now.
Yeah, so
Alright.
could I, but I don't want to.
You
think
may
I
see
already have
me.
one.
You may see me stream tomorrow, guys, if I actually get the platinum for the game. I'm almost about to platinum because I only got 1 trophy left. But I'll save that as a surprise for later in the
Where's
week.
another one, man?
What?
Where's another one?
Where was another one?
Yeah.
I don't
By
know.
by the way, to save confusion, Fire Ninja and I are playing GTA.
GTA. Grand Theft Auto Vice. We're gonna put Capcom and call it Grand Theft Auto 5 Super Casual Fasters Espialidocious Arcade Edition.
No, not even close.
I was making a reference to how they do what they Capcom does with Street Fighter 4.
And you made a Disney reference. Thanks.
Who knows what Arrow will try to do next with that dark ship? We've got to take
And
him
how
out.
much money did I get
suppose
for
you know how we can take him.
We
peddling
have a
that
plan,
shit?
but it's risky.
Oh,
I don't know.
of course.
20,000.
No.
Huh.
And I'm sure we're on
That's
the
actually
short
not
list to
bad.
head up the mission.
Yeah, for a car that's 200,000.
I'm giving it to Torn and Jinx.
What? I suppose you don't think we're good enough, huh? You don't think we can do it? May I remind you that this team of Daxter,
So let's
Jack, and
see.
Daxter have taken on just about every scary thing this world can throw at us for 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
if we're going, hold on. If we're going sports class, then I just want the Raiden.
Hey, Dex is on a cereal box.
You know
On
why?
the mission. Your job is to cover
It's the
Torn
God
and
of
Jinx in a
Thunder?
vehicle filled with
No.
explosives. Escort
It's
them
the
to the
Model
metal
S.
section, and together you'll blow open the nest.
Oh, well. Why didn't you say so
Well,
in
you
the
said
first
you
place?
wanted the rating. I figured
That's why
you were.
Dexter's an idiot.
Here we go.
Where is it?
Legendary.
I know, it's in Legendary, but cast it?
It would be.
Oh, there it is. 1,375,000.
This is not an easy mission. I remember why now, because you have to protect the.
Hooker?
You gotta protect the vehicle, but unfortunately, your gun can also damage the vehicle,
Okay, I'm gonna look into my,
and the vehicle is always gonna be in front of you.
Sweet shot.
let me go into my neighborhood.
And I don't remember if this has checkpoints,
I
unfortunately.
don't know. I think I can. Because apparently my warehouse is full.
Oh yeah, you can go upstairs. I just have to grab my MC.
No, I think I could just go in there.
See, Brad says, "Oh, I saw a
if you wanna sell it.
listing for the soundtrack of Bill and Ted 3. It's very disappointing."
Would you think it was gonna be fucking metal beyond metal? It's gonna be current music.
Yeah, it's gonna be current music. Even I knew that. That's why I already knew I would. I'm not gonna go see the. I'm not gonna get the film because I'm like, well, I already know the music's gonna suck.
Yeah, but that's not the main drawing point of the film. You know.
No. I think the
Yeah,
main drawing
'cause
points
you got-
is because we're finally getting a third one for the film many people thought we weren't gonna see.
Why don't you say Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, that too.
I'm sure Keanu Reeves probably has a song from his band on there.
Think so.
That might be the only thing I might listen for, because I don't think I've ever heard his band before.
The Metalhead Hunting Machine.
I've seen him getting videos of him shooting automatic guns and shit.
At people? I don't recommend that.
No, it targets. Like he went, no, he goes to an actual gun range that he owns, I think. God. Can't drive for shit, dude.
Brad says bogus Journey. Journey had Megadeth, but no, they were pushing Wheezing.
User.
Yeah.
User. Say it ain't so.
Nothing wrong with that song. So there's nothing wrong with that song. See, I don't see anything wrong with it.
I don't either. I like it.
If he doesn't like it, then he should delete the song from his actual fucking playlist on Rock Band.
I mean, they covered Africa.
Well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, depends on how you feel about that song.
I like Africa. Done by Soda.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I like it. I
Mission
haven't heard
failed.
Weezer's cover.
Okay, so there was a checkpoint. Okay, so they did add a checkpoint in this one because the PS2 version did not have one. Well, the original PS2 version, maybe the greatest hits had one. 'Cause I know sometimes with PS2 greatest hits they do a little bit of twerking and updating.
Oh. It's starting for me.
What?
Stream tapping. Shit.
I remember a time before the C virus that my internet never had any issues.
That's not true because you had the. That's not true because you had the ham radio guy.
That was when I lived in Hopewell. When I moved out here, I didn't start having any issues with the C virus.
$30.
Okay, it's $30. Whatever. It's $30 to live.
$30 for what?
To get into get into his titty bar.
Exactly.
Let's see. Brad says there is a bright side spot as I saw Mastodon on the list.
Please tell me I'm allowed in VIP.
You should be.
You're not. You have to blow the bouncer.
How about no? You can kiss the seat of my ass.
Now what happens if it's a female bouncer?
That's a different story. But no, I wouldn't do that.
Brian. Here's what you do.
I can't go into VIP.
77,000, that's it?
Not Cody.
77,000 for hookers? Damn.
I can't go in.
What happens when you're surfing hard times?
Everybody's having hard times, baby.
I can't go into your nightclub office.
That's because you didn't know the secret password. It was pineapple.
Oh, why?
You can't go into the office because you would say it ain't so low.
Don't you let them in yet? Fine.
I know this guy. He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, you should be able to.
It's not letting me.
Oh. I'll try.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, we
Bouncer.
completed the mission.
The office isn't VIP technically, it's its own thing.
I know, but still.
Stop beating people's asses. Those people's asses had family.
That guy deserved it, man. He's keeping me from seeing a good friend of mine.
Jack, maybe I'll stay here and
Is that random hooker really your good friend?
Sig doesn't need protection.
If you're calling Matt a hooker, then sure.
And now we have the supernova, which is the, well... Let's just say when you see the supernova, you will see why it's called the supernova.
Oh, nice. Mastodon's pretty good.
But we'll save that for later when we need it.
You summon the Mastodon?
No, that's what.
Is anyone gonna
That's
summon
what Brad
the
said.
pterodactyl?
Apparently there's a song.
Yeah, that's what Brad says.
I don't know what he means by that.
I'll
I know it ain't Big
summon the
Van
tiger
Vader.
Fuck Big Man Vader.
Hey, Vader was cool,
That's a
man.
bit.
I'll summon the
That's-
tiger sword.
For like 5 minutes.
Ow.
Through having popularity.
And I'm back to 317 subscribers.
See, why would I want my club to be way too crowded?
Yeah, I know. Especially with the shit going around.
Especially since, how am I supposed to see any?
Yeah, how are you supposed to see any bad doing in a crowd of people?
X-ray vision.
How do I know? Minigun. Just.
Well, you got me here, so.
Just pretend you're playing Predator and you're going to unload the minigun on everybody. Which I did get that trophy today, so yay.
You know what? That could have been useful in Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon WoW, but fucking minigun facing the Predator.
I so want Green Ninja to get Predator, that way he can see the fun we have.
Nope. Just because you said it's owned by Disney. Nope.
It is technically not.
It is technically
I
not.
don't care. I don't care.
Down. The studio technically doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change my answer.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
Are you sure?
You just lost $1 million.
Are you HIV positive?
I'm not answering
Do you
that.
have the T virus?
Oh,
are you
so
that
the
positive?
answer is yes.
Not necessarily yes. If I choose not to answer,
It
that
means
doesn't mean
yes.
I do have it.
No, I mean, it pretty much does.
Well, see, he has the C virus, but it's called the Cleveland virus, where you just cheer for the Cleveland teams.
Oh, you're gonna bring that shit back up.
But in all seriousness, remember, children,
That shit.
don't let your friends grow up to be Panther fans, because they'll just be disappointed.
Buick Riviera. In other
Honestly,
words, car I'm about ready to steal.
what do you mean a car you're about ready to steal?
From the Vagos.
You're robbing a gang?
Yep.
They
Shout
really
out.
should have added more guns in this summer update.
Ow.
Hey man, do you want a free car?
What car?
As long as he knows how to play the dice game, yeah. Which, if you don't know what the dice game is, I'm disappointed in all of you.
What, Yahtzee?
No.
That is a dice game.
He's not wrong.
Okay, when most people hear dice game, they think of The Price is Right.
No.
No, I think
Yeah.
Yahtzee.
I think Yahtzee as well.
No, I don't think of Yahtzee when I hear dice game. I think of The Price is Right dice game.
Well, guess what, Bob Barker? Your price is wrong, bitch.
Brad says we'll
Damn.
also see how... Oh, come on, Brad, really? No one expects the Patriots to do well this year because they're pretty much starting
Ew.
over from scratch.
Fuck the Patriots.
No.
Ew.
Well, I say that too, but Brad's saying it's going to show that everybody in Boston's racist when they blame Cam Newton for losing. No one is expecting Cam Newton to have a good year with the Patriots.
Fricker.
Nobody is. So, Brad, that just proves how your brain is being a little bit
It looks
hypocritical.
ugly. Like that.
Well, I did steal it from the Vagos.
Okay,
This
but
thing looks
Brad,
like a piece
again,
of
okay,
shit.
Brad, that's where you're wrong because you say every team sucks unless it's Baltimore. So you can't really
I want to get the
use that.
all.
I mean,
I
I'm
still
sorry.
blame Art Modell.
I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm sorry, they were using. I said, yeah, the Giants or the Eagles or the Redskins were a better team than us because we play terribly, or we're having a bad year. Brad would be like, oh, Ravens got cheated if they had a losing season. I have a feeling.
Doug,
Yeah.
I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Suck it.
No.
Go Redskins.
Well, Redskins, I already know they're not going to have a. Looking at what they're
Fuck
going
the
through right now,
Cowboys.
they're not going to have a good year just because of all the media distraction and they got a new head coach. There's quarterback issues.
Oh yeah.
Most likely that would be a
Steelers.
2-division team again with Dallas and the Eagles, since Giants are still rebuilding as well. And before you say it, Brad, there's a reason why there's a reason why you don't do fantasy football, because you would just pick all Baltimore, pick every Ravens player, which means you automatically would lose.
Ew.
Well, that's why I mentioned earlier in the Green Ninja. I think you might agree with me on this. What's the first rule of fantasy football that almost everyone agrees upon?
I don't know. I don't do fantasy.
Okay.
Don't talk about fantasy football.
No. There's a few rules and guidelines to fantasy football. If you never played it, here are pretty much the 5 major key points. Always try to get the top 2 best quarterbacks that are projected to be in the top 5. Second, make sure you draft the top 5 defense from last year, because 9 times out of 10 they stay in the top 10 in the newest season. 3, whatever you do, do not make the entire fantasy team the team you cheer for, because you will automatically lose, plus the fact you probably won't make the playoffs because of the fact that your whole team is nothing but your team. So in better words, I'll use Green Ninja here.
Get in here.
Or if it was me, don't draft an entire team made of the Cowboys, because not only would you probably lose a lot of games, but then when the bye week comes up, you have nobody to replace them. Or in the case of Cleveland, you don't pick an entire team made of the Browns, because then it's like, well, you already know you're going to lose 1 week because of the bye. And then it's like, if any of them are injured, still going home keeping Browns players, you're not going to really do well. That was what, number 3?
Sure.
Okay, number 4. If you get the last pick in the first round, but the first pick in the even rounds, that'd be the best bet to do a 1-2 punch. Take the top 2 best players at the time. Don't just draft willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's too complicated.
And 5th and last one, whatever you do, have a backup plan just in case if one of the players gets injured, because 9 times out of 10, there will at least be one player in your position that gets injured. Brad says, I also can't really watch football anymore because I'm always stuck at work. Brad, I'm going to say this, you really need to start complaining about having a job, because I guarantee you this right now, if you ask people who are homeless or people who are out of work, they probably like a job right now.
Yeah, no, I was like that for 2 months.
Remember, I haven't been able to work because my doctor won't clear me for my medical because of my back and legs, and I actually want to go to work. So I wish you would stop bitching about having a job and making money. That's getting to be a little old. Then he says, well, when your QB is MVP and your kicker is the best ever in the game.
Oh, you got an Impala.
But yeah, here's the problem with that, Brad.
Yeah.
Almost everybody will guarantee you take the best kicker and whoever the MVP was. So your chance of this year getting your 2 players would be 0. Unless by a miracle of miracles you get the last pick in the odd round and the first pick in the even round. Because I can tell you from every draft I've done the last 10 years, the number 1 kicker and then who's ever the MVP that year is usually the first 2 picks.
You know what, man? I know this is from a long time ago, but I miss Phil Dawson. All of Cleveland misses Phil Dawson.
I kind of miss him.
Most powerful beings in the universe.
You're through, metal monkey. Don't make
He was with Cleveland for 14 years.
You're too late. I've already awakened the dark When I come back, I will be wielding the very power of the precursors. I'll see you boys soon.
Look at that.
Same with the Alex Mack
It's amazing. It's reacting to the dark stuff. Wow.
and Mohammed.
Oh, Shadow and Kaboom time. Hey.
Let's get out of here!
And I actually, funny story, because actually one year my mom did fantasy football with me, and she was actually smart enough to realize not to draft the entire Baltimore team because she's a Ravens fan too. And before somebody says "ooh," you got to remember she grew up back when the Colts used to be in Baltimore. So
Yeah, and they stole our Browns.
yeah, I know, and I know some Baltimore fans are sad about that. At the same time, I think I still blame Indianapolis for all this. If they
I
didn't,
still blame Armadillo.
because if Indy didn't, if the original Colts owner didn't decide to move out of in the middle of the night with the Mayflower trucks into the Cleveland would probably still be the Browns, and Indy wouldn't have a team.
Yeah.
The only good thing is I can say at least with what happened, at least the Browns got to keep their history. Baltimore Colts
And their name.
and their name. Yeah, Baltimore Colts. Unfortunately, all the Colts history went to Indianapolis, so that kind of sucks. That's why I get pissed when Colts fans say, "Oh, we have 2 Super Bowls." I'm like, "No, you have 1. The other one's from the Baltimore Colts."
Yep.
But with that being said, she did fantasy 1 year with me. She actually did pretty good. She went 8-8. Honestly enough, we had a mutual friend we know from church in that particular thing. He went 0-16. Mostly because he thought he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be the first person in fantasy draft history to win with my entire team from my favorite team, the 49ers. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. That's why even if me being a Cowboys fan, I am honest, I don't draft any Dallas Cowboy players at all. I will draft every other team first before I get to mine, and even when I do draft a Cowboys player, it's most likely either their kicker or a tight end. I stay away from the other positions.
Yeah, that's too complicated.
Yeah, and I'll be honest here, if you're going to do a draft this year for anyone watching, your best bet is either to get the Chiefs defense, Patrick Mahomes, and if you want to go out on a limb, I'd recommend taking the Bills defense because they'll favor to win their division this year. And for my dark horse pick, I'd actually recommend taking Cleveland's quarterback because I think he's going to have a better year this year.
Who, Baker?
Yeah, I think Baker's going to have a better year this year because I thought Baker did okay last year. He actually won me 2 games. So I think Baker would be a little better. The issue is, can Odell Beckham Jr. stop acting like a bitch? Again, Brad, this is why no one talks sports with you because you don't pay attention. Dak was franchise tagged, so that means he's still on the Cowboys roster for 1 year. And that's a good thing because if Dak does well, guess what? He can ask for any money he wants. If Dak has a bad year, he'll probably walk, but no one's going to want to sign him for all that big money. Again, but I wish you would read an NFL book so you could actually understand what the hell you need to know. And if you don't know what a franchise tag is, it pretty much means the team can franchise tag you for 1 year, and it means you can't sign or go to any other team unless they cut you or they trade you. The good thing is, though, you do get paid whatever the franchise tag is for that season. So it ain't like he's not going to be making money. Dak wants the money because of the fact of Dallas. Remember, Dallas signed their running back to a big deal, and they signed Cooper to a big deal. But as I've tried to explain to people, you're not going to be able to sign all 3 positions to big money. It ain't like it was in the 90s and 80s to when you could sign people to as much money as you want and not get penalized. The good old days of sports when you can actually hit people.
Restriction on that shit, didn't they?
Yeah, they pretty much put restriction on there. That's why NBA teams you can only have so many people for multi years, and then it's like some people just have to get the 1 year because there's no cap room. which is pretty much what it is nowadays. The cap room pretty much decides who gets to stay and who gets to go. That's why Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Eli Manning, they always took massive pay cuts because, you know, they deserve the big money because if they've won championships and all that. But they always didn't want the big money because they knew the team needed room for the salary cap so they could get other players. I actually wish more people would know. I wish more teams would know that.
Nice and power, Mike.
Going to the tent to visit Grandma.
Jack, we are in serious trouble.
Onin says there are strange forces at work. Fate has been twisted by something more powerful than anything she has ever seen in her many years. Something now awake, deep in the catacombs.
Really, Brad? You say that about every player if they're not a Ravens player. You said that about Cleveland when Cleveland beat the Ravens a few years ago.
I really hate you guys.
He just got butt hurt.
Well, he pretty much says, oh, every team that's not the Ravens, if they win, it's because they're sucking the ref's dick.
Bullshit. No, that's the Patriots.
If that was true,
You're not helping by saying that. You're not helping by saying that.
If that was truly the case, the Patriots would win every Super Bowl every year.
Because the league favors them.
Again, I hate saying this, if that was truly everyone's case, because that's the case. Oh, you see, wouldn't the Patriots win the Super Bowl every year then?
That is true.
Okay, Carv. Thanks.
Doing the what? Okay, yeah, they're always making it, but you can't just say it's because of us. Sometimes they actually do play good. Oy. Damn, I could see it now. If Brady or Gronk went to the Ravens, Brad would so change his tune immediately. Now I'm going to say this, Brad, you're as bad as Stephen A. Smith when it comes to the sports.
Oh, there it is.
Sure you would, Brad. Sure you would still think that. And I'm the San Diego Chicken.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, the San Diego Chicken.
Well, no, I say that because I heard the same thing from Buccaneers fans before Brady signed with them. And then all of a sudden, oh, they're like, oh, Brady's going to win us a Super Bowl. Oh, Brady's the greatest quarterback ever. I'm like, uh-huh. And Brad would do the same thing. Anybody who says they win it, I'd kind of be like, yeah, I would want video proof of that.
See, it's great that I just don't watch sports.
Yeah.
So I don't have to deal with that bullshit.
But I'm glad I don't have to deal with it because there's no way in hell he'll come to Cleveland.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't come to Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have to deal with it.
You just got to deal with Odell Beckham Jr., who, I'll be honest, I thought he would be doing better in Cleveland, but I got that.
I mean, he's still a rookie, isn't he?
Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, Odell Beckham is, I think he's a veteran now. He's been in the league for a few years.
Oh.
I barely avoided that.
Odell Beckham Jr.'s biggest problem is he, granted it's almost all receivers in this situation, so I can't just blame him. They're all a little bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Asshole.
No, not exactly the word I was looking for.
Stupid?
Prima donnas was.
Oh.
Oh, so he dresses up like Gorgeous George. Got it.
No, they're kind of like, if they don't get the ball, they say, "Oh, they're not helping me. They're not helping us win because they won't pass me the ball." And then when they drop the ball, instead of blaming them, those kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
But it says, remember when he was on the Madden cover a very long time ago? Brady's never been on the. Oh, you mean Antonio Brown?
You're a genius.
Okay, the problem with Antonio Brown is not his skill. He just has a.
It's worth about as much as you get from a broke-down pawn shop in Southtown.
He just has issues with his head. By the way, here's the big nuclear device. Use that and it kills all the enemies on screen. Which is a very nice weapon to have. No, Brady's never been on the cover. Trust me, I have every Madden game. He is not on the cover. Odell Beckham Jr. I don't think Odell Beckham Jr. was either. Let me go through my Madden covers real quick.
Oh, because I know for a fact Peyton Hillis was on one of them when he was with the Browns.
Yeah, he was like the
Honestly,
only
Brian,
Cleveland one on there.
I think I'd rather have the Mustang. The old school Mustang.
How dare you?
I like the old school Mustangs. I hate the old school Impala, I'm just saying.
As a matter of fact, because I have every Madden, because I collect all the sports ones, so let's see. Because I know back in the day when it was on Genesis and most PS1s, it was like, yeah, we're just going to have John Madden on the cover.
Oh yeah, he was on 18. And
Odell
17.
Beckham?
No, Brady.
Brady
He
was?
was on 18.
I don't remember him being on 18, because I have 18 in front of me, and that's not Brady.
Is it the regular edition or a collector's edition? And remember, different covers had for different regions.
Both. He's
Okay,
on
yeah,
both.
because my cover didn't have Brady on 18 or 17.
Oh shit!
So I wonder if that was
no,
one of
just
the
18.
18. I wonder if that was because it was the GOAT edition.
Well, not just that. It's on the regular edition too.
What? Wonder why he's not on my regular edition then for 18.
And he's on 12, apparently.
12. Again, I don't have him on 12 on mine either.
But I like how this is the arcade, but then I'm the small supermarket.
Sweep? Supermarket sweep?
It's a bowling alley, but on the side wall it's the supermarket.
Probably
First one
never
was,
updated.
let's see, technically the first real one, which was who was the by himself, because I'm not counting the ones when Madden was on. It was Eddie George, then Dante Culpepper, Marshall Falk, Michael Vick, Ray Lewis, McNabb, Sean Alexander, John Madden for the Hall of Fame edition, Vince Young of the Titans. Then, of course, if you got the Spanish language wonders, it was Luis Cazio, Brett Favre. If you had the Spanish foreigners, it was the Chicago Bears the next year, Tom Palomaro and Fitzgerald, Drew Brees. And then there's Peyton Harris for the Browns.
Yep, Peyton Hillis.
Gavin Johnson of the Lions. Barry Sanders of the Detroit Lions for the 360 and PS3. Vikings for the Andrew Peterson for the Vikings, Xbox One and PS4. Richard Sherman of the Seahawks. Richard Sherman of the Seahawks again. Odell Beckham Jr. for the 2015. Rob Kozlowski, Von Miller. Denver Broncos, Antonio Brown. Oh, okay. Now I know why that cover's a little weird. For the 17-1. Because of the fact of some areas did not get Brady. They actually got to choose a player of their own choosing if they so wished. If they pre-ordered early enough. That's why I don't have Brady on mine. Patrick Mahomes and then Odell. Granted, so that one is probably why I don't have Brady on either one on that one then. So technically Brad is right, but technically I'm also right since apparently you could switch it out. Okay, good to know. And Odell Beckham was on Odell Beckham was on 16, but so that one you're right on. But the Brady one's a little different because since I don't have them on mine, so I think that might have been I got lucky and pre-ordered it in time, I guess. You know, this year it's Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, so let's see. Can he do what Patrick Mahomes do and break the curse and win the Super Bowl? Or is he going to end up being like Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham Jr.?
Brian, you know how great my arcade is?
So we'll see what happens there. Which I will say on a personal note, guys, if you have any of the older Maddens,
it's got like 5 arcade machines. That's it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, if you have any of the older Madden games, hold on to them now if they're from the PS2, 1, and 64, because those are going to be collector's items now because they will have the Redskin name on it. Because I think this year's Madden, I think they're actually removing the Redskin name.
Like I said, I'm Native American and I fucking love the Redskins. I don't care about the names, all I care about is they're a good team or not.
Because I know plenty of people when I volunteered and worked at nursing homes and children's hospitals. I know there's some that are probably not happy that the name was changed.
Not at all. I'm not happy. I'm not happy that they're going to be changing the Cleveland Indians too.
Yeah, I know that.
They're to get rid of Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, which I kind of disagreed with when they did that.
Fucking bullshit. We've had Chief Wahoo since 1901. Or 1950s, whichever one. But still, they're finding it offensive now, and they want to get rid of it now. They should have got rid of it a long fucking time ago. But nope.
Yeah, I agree there.
People in this day of age gotta be fucking retards.
Oh, I agree with that.
So thanks, Modern Day America, for fucking shit over.
You're welcome.
You're Canadian.
That's why I'm kind of glad I have the older MLB Blitz games. Or Slugfest as they know, so I can still see Wahoo McDaniel come out to beat the hell out of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays mascot.
Still welcome.
Brian, after all, we're living in a day and age where breathing is offensive and racist.
Have you won anything?
I know, that's the shitty part.
Yeah, that's sadly the world we live in now. Can't even watch Blazing Saddles anymore.
Oh, you can watch it, you just don't, you can't subject anyone to it.
No. HBO Plus, when they had it, put the disclaimer up there saying, warning, this movie is considered highly racist and offensive. Please be warned. Pretty much the same thing they did with Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, but that's not stopping you from watching it.
Yeah.
Putting a warning doesn't stop you from watching it. That's just making you know that you might find something offensive. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Giving someone a warning before they watch something, I have no problems.
That's pretty much editing it though, because because no one had a problem with it.
It's not editing anything unless they remove it.
They did remove some
content
parts
from the movie. They're not editing.
They did remove some parts, and they did that with Gone with the Wind too. They did remove some parts, just to make everyone feel better. Then yet again,
there's a solution to that fucking problem. There's a solution. You buy the fucking DVD, and then
you can't.
You're done with it.
Well, most stores
I'm sure there's nobody on eBay or fucking Amazon.
You can find it on eBay and Amazon, but you're going to be paying a buttload of money for it now.
Okay.
Just like with the Dukes of Hazzard, if you want that on DVD, you're going to be paying for it. Unfortunately.
I don't give a fuck. I'll go around fucking
Granted.
United States to fucking Dixie
What's
one on my
funny is,
truck.
because
I
I'm
don't give a
bringing, because we may as well bring this up, in Europe they consider the Alien trilogy sexist and offensive.
How?
Because apparently there's no strong female character and they make all the female characters weak.
Once again, fucking retards.
What?
Modern
Yeah.
day America.
Oh no, that's in Europe.
Chill.
Not.
Hold on. You do realize you can have a strong character while also making them fucking human?
It's called being human, people.
It's called fucking character writing. A character shouldn't just be fucking Jesus from the get-go. They should be allowed to fucking feel fear.
You would
No.
think, but sadly not the world we live in.
No fucking role model that
I mean-
shows you to fake your emotion, bullshit
And
your way.
to prove the point
if
of
you don't
how-
succeed at the first go,
How
well, then
dumb we've gotten
looks
as a
like you
society.
just shit.
And I'm sure this is going to make everyone go like, whose idea was this? Rumor has it, again it's a rumor, but Hollywood is going to remake Blazing Saddles, but to avoid all the racism that's in the original, they're going to make it into an animated movie and make it cats and dogs.
I've already said that. So what?
So
We're just gonna
leave
have-
things how they are. Just
app
throw
open right now. And I'm
For
looking
fuck's sake,
online for the said titles, and $10 does not seem like paying out of the ass.
Okay, so they're charging double for what it was in the store a few months ago.
This is Canadian fund, so it's always double.
Okay, so it's in Canada. Let's see what
So
it
you
says
should
for
track
years.
half of that. So
Yeah, your
I don't think
guys'
that's
dollars is
unreasonable
worth
at all.
more.
So let's see.
That's not what I wanted. We're not learning Japanese tonight.
Where the hell did I put my... Where did I put that fucking thing?
You know what? I'm gonna say this honestly. There's no wonder why there's mass murderers nowadays.
Yeah, I can get $10. I could get it for $10, or I could get
Murderers or
the
mass?
Blu-ray for
Mass.
$8.95.
That's a
MASS.
surprise.
Oh. I'm gonna say mass
Or I
murderers.
can get a
Yeah, I'm down with
5-film collection
Because people
for
are fucking
$16.95.
and they do it to themselves.
Alright, so they're pretty much just charging
What's
double for what it was,
69.95?
since it was $5 a few months ago.
Yeah, but $5 is to 10 isn't anything.
Yeah, it's people selling it to get, at least they're getting a $5 profit.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of selling things, is to try and make a profit.
Yeah, I know that.
I fucking hate people dead.
I hate people too. It ain't bad enough I can't even go wear my Scooby-Doo mask out in public without being called racist, so...
How is that? How's Scooby-Doo racist?
Because he's
I
a
could get
dog.
the entire Dukes of Hazzard series for like
That's gonna be pricey because it's already old as it is. It's nothing to do with content.
It's $55.
Jesus! I'm glad I bought it when it was 20
That's not
bucks.
that much.
That's all the seasons though, Doug. That's not just
Yeah.
one season.
Yeah,
It's
but when I
all
bought
the-
all the seasons a few months ago before they took them off the shelves, I got it for 20.
Did you buy it used? Or
No, I bought it at
discounted?
Walmart.
Yeah,
They were,
alright.
well, okay, it was probably discounted because they were trying to get rid of them. Because everyone was pissed about the General Lee vehicle.
Which
I-
who
Now, it was on
Now, let me weigh in on about the car factor of, because people argue that vehicles cannot be characters. They can, even if the car does not speak. Now, what people should be pissed about is if Knight Rider's car was racist.
Yeah,
Then you'd have some ground to be racist. You have a fucking car starts calling you the N-word or a Latino discouraging word, because I'm not going to go and start listening to them. I'm just not. I could, but I'm not going. I have a long list of stuff. But if Kit the car was saying that shit, I have for you to hate a car. A flag of a time in America's history that still to this day is not valued. What are you gonna do? It was in film. You're gonna edit out the car?
Thank you.
You can edit out the car, so they drive around. Where they're just driving an invisible car, jump dudes,
Yes,
jump.
the Wonder
you see
Woman.
the bodies jumping. Like,
Thank you.
people don't think about it logically. Okay, yes, it's offensive. They don't watch it.
That'll make the most
Move
sense.
the
Yeah.
fuck
It's Wonder
on.
Woman.
We need to move the fuck on. When something bothers you, don't connect to it.
Change the channel.
It's not for you. Change the channel. Don't buy the DVD. If someone says something that racist to you, say, listen, I don't appreciate that, and walk away. We don't
Since
need
we're
to
the
go and there's a statue that I don't like.
Yeah,
It has
yeah,
Luther,
don't need to.
it has
Yeah,
Abraham
don't need to
Lincoln
put this shit
on
on
it.
fucking
He had
Facebook.
slaves.
Since we're discussing this, and I'm just going to throw this out there because one of my friends on Facebook said this. She would no longer watch, and she sold all her stuff of House and the Golden Girls because they are racist.
The Golden Girls is racist?
Yep.
I'd like to see a visual and audio fucking
The
proof that
reason
it's
she gave was because the one character who was from the South and was raised in a time where you were supposed to be, that in one episode she was upset that her daughter was dating a black person.
Yeah, and what happened at the end of the episode? Didn't she come to terms with
She
the black
came to
person?
terms with it, yeah.
So then what's the fucking point?
Apparently-
Oh my god, isn't that teaching a lesson of acceptance?
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently she said it was upsetting because that lesson had to be taught. She should have known better. And I'm like,
Oh,
and I'm just going to say this for everyone, and this is how I view this. If you go to nursing homes, it doesn't matter what color they are, they're going to be racist towards other people because that's what they grew up in. And the thing
Yeah.
is, that gets passed down from generation to generation.
Uh-huh.
Well, racism is taught, not fucking genetic.
No, it's taught. No, well, what I mean is it gets taught at home because
I know.
that's the point I'm making. So yeah, that will always be a thing. And if you need any better reason, just look at the news and you will see completely different things for one case and another.
But, I mean...
As far as for, so to me personally, I don't view the
show.
Golden Girls as, because it's a show, yeah, I'm sorry. To me, I don't see that as racist. I'm like, okay, if you go in her, if you're in those shoes, you know she grew up in a time when it was accepted to be that, and I think people forget that if back then it was viewed as accepted, yes, we can view it now and say it's terrible, but there's no point in changing history because what good would that do?
Well, you know what that would do? That would cause history to repeat itself.
Yeah, as the old saying goes, if you forget history, you're doomed to repeat it.
So the episode she comes to terms.
Yeah.
And it becomes accepting. So what the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm going to say this because she also mentioned House. How many people in here have watched the TV show House?
I've seen a
I've
few
watched one or
episodes.
two episodes. I didn't really care for it. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay, if you've never seen the show House, the doctor's pretty much acidic ass. Pretty much think Rick from Rick and Morty. So House is not exactly what...
Gotta remove that.
I wouldn't say House is racist. He just hates everyone equally.
Gotta remove Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah, that'll be next.
Oh, actually, no, they are actually...
Will be
No.
next.
Actually, it's not next. There are people demanding it to be removed now. Because the creator of the show, apparently one of his old clips from back in the day, is now making the rounds on YouTube, and it's being viewed as offensive.
Okay, people need to stop fucking going on
stupid.
like
Drop nukes on the
stuff
entire
from like
fucking
10
planet
years
at
ago
this
or
point.
however long ago it was. And
Yeah,
going,
we were all
"Oh,
stupid back in the
no."
day.
Like, you do realize there's a time in people's lives where they're fucking immature and
Yeah.
shit. and just say stuff because
I think people
think it's
forgot what
cool.
they were
Yeah.
as children.
Yeah, everyone's acting all childish. Grow the fuck up.
That's why
And wash
I'm
your
honest to you.
hands.
I'm kind of glad comedians like George Carlin, Red Fox, Rodney Dangerfield, Don Rickles, they're not alive anymore, because if they were, oh dear lord.
No, that would happen.
I'm not telling you guys to grow up. I'm just saying, like, America itself.
Well, the world in general, I would say, since...
Yeah.
Let's see, Brad
But
says,
yeah, if that's not...
getting
if
back
that's
to the
not,
mask.
told you guys, it wasn't at all.
Oh, that's alright. Brad says, most likely probably because it's all solid brown and it may look like a black face. Is probably why people think your Scooby-Doo mask is racist.
bullshit.
No.
No bullshit. Dog shit.
Well, I told you guys a few weeks
Blackface, guess what? Is usually fucking black.
Well, I told you
do
guys a few
realize
weeks ago.
It was like pitch black. Not fucking
Hey,
brown.
they're gonna ban that movie too because it's pitch black and there's no black lead character you watch.
What was the? Oh, okay. We all know I cheer for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, right? I don't hide no bones about that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wear my Fighting Irish hat in public anymore
Why?
because they
It's
say
not black.
no. They say it's because it's discriminating Irish people because not all Irish people fight and drink. And I'm like, do you know the history of why Notre Dame's called the Fighting Irish?
What?
Yeah.
Not all Irish people are drunks and fight.
Yeah, so apparently that is.
Fucking name fucking one.
I would tell them, okay, go to
me.
Ireland and come back and tell me.
Well, I told the guy go to Notre Dame and learn the history of why they're called the Fighting Irish, and then you might learn something. But expecting people to go along would be an understatement.
All right, so okay, so when I go out in public, I'm gonna wear my Blackhawks hat.
No, you
And
can't.
they're like, oh, that's racist. I'm like, excuse me, I'm
If
fucking
somebody
Native
does, I would
American.
love it. I would love to see the video for that.
But you see, Brian, you'd still be called a racist for it.
For being Native American.
Yes, because you're Native American. They don't like Native Americans.
Fuck them.
You're not black. You're not in the same group. I'm just saying that's what it is.
I'll be
That's
honest
the
with you.
main thing. I'm not being racist. That's the main target right now.
If you don't agree with our opinions, that's fine. We live in a free society. Just
Are you kidding? No, we don't.
learn to respect everyone's
Yeah,
opinion.
obviously we don't.
Well, no, we don't.
Yeah.
But you get the point I'm making.
Okay, hold on. No, we
Nowhere
don't live in
near
a
free.
free society because if you don't agree with somebody, they'll just try to ruin your entire life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and they ruin everything for you. So
Yeah, take away your golden girl. Fuck's sake.
yeah,
I
take
can't
away
look-
your Redskins.
I can't even find the Golden Girls reruns on TV Land anymore. It's like they removed them.
Yeah, they did. They took them off the list.
All I gotta say is if someone comes up to me and calls me racist for any fucking reason, I'll just give them a reason to call me a fucking racist.
What are you gonna call him, Whitey? So you're gonna fucking do? You're gonna call him fucking Whitey?
What?
Good job.
I didn't say anything about that.
That was Sam.
Alright, so
I
next
don't know.
time, because we've had our fun, and you know I usually just try to stream an hour for my Let's Play videos. That's going to do it for Jack 3, guys. Hopefully you'll see us later tonight on 7 Days to Die, where we'll bring this up and be high ninja vibe. But we'll make a community where everyone gets along. We just hate each other because one of us is drunk and one of us has batteries to pleasure women.
Who the fuck is drunk?
Me. Brad says the new Beavis and Butthead should probably be okay because Comedy Central rarely bans. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not sold on the new Beavis and Butthead personally because I'm like, I know it's not going to be as good as the original, and if you're not having them make fun of listening or making fun of music videos, which I'm sure nowadays, oh god, you could give them a lot of material for with what music is now today. But if they're just going to be, you know, just episodes without the music videos and all that, I think it's gonna fail because almost everyone loved the show, and mostly because if the music video they were watching was terrible back on MTV. Remember when MTV had music videos, by the way? That made the show fun, you know.
But they didn't have fucking
Rihanna.
Reality TV
well,
shows.
not just
Reality shows on everything.
Reality TV
Teen Moms
shows, yeah.
2.
Catfish.
I still don't know what this fucking catfish is. that you guys
16
keep
and
talking about.
pregnant.
Yep. Yeah. Isn't that Teen Moms? I thought that was Teen Moms.
Catfishing is based. I don't know if you're familiar with the
Catfishing.
I'm familiar with the term.
Yeah, pretty much it's just that's the show. There's two guys. One of them actually did a documentary about being catfished, so they made it to a TV show where they help other people to see if they're truly talking to a real person or if they're being catfished and led by somebody else who's pretending to be fake.
Which I would like to point out, there's
Miss DVA from
That's
Overwatch.
Jerry Lawler. We have Jerry Lawler in the party.
No, it's a king.
Iron. Not fucking from Memphis.
Thank you very
Jerry.
much. But yeah, that's to be honest here. I think I made that joke a few days ago. Apparently the end of August is the MTV Music Awards. My comment is, how can you have music awards when you don't show music videos anymore?
Even though it was metal that made that fucking TV program.
Yeah, Brad says that's when the last season they had to use MTV shows instead because there weren't really music videos anymore, especially metal ones. Then Brad says that's when a dude pretends to be a chick online and get you to bang them.
I know what catfishing is. I was asking what the show was.
I know, but I'm just reading that now. Yes, so unless back to Beavis and Butthead, the only thing I could see them doing if they're not going to do music videos is they're going to pretty much just use clips of reality shows
South Park.
or do make fun of South Park or copy America's Funniest Home Videos and just watch stupid funny videos or Vines or whatever they're called. So yeah,
It'd be TikTok nowadays because
Yeah, it would be TikTok. Vine's gone.
South Park.
TikTok, and I don't even know what TikTok is, but then yet again, I probably wouldn't want to know.
Like Snapchat, but 10 seconds long.
No,
It's something
Click a minute.
the president wants to ban.
yeah.
because the only thing I know about TikTok, if anything, is Dark Knight uses it. So
Well, there's enough reason to go and get it now. Gotta go and get it.
Don't even talk to me about Dark Knight.
I know that's only when I know who has it.
I love that
So, but before I sign off for the night, I want to thank everyone who's joined us in the chat tonight, either on the PS4 or in the comment section. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you so wish. Now, hopefully, like I said, we'll be doing 7 Days to Die later tonight. If not, Mondays are usually my day off. But if we're not able to do 7 Days to Die tonight, we will try to do it tomorrow. Also, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. With Jak 3 and Jak X almost coming to a close, I do have my next Let's Play series in mind. Since Resident Evil 7 is already going on. We'll be getting back to the Devil May Cry series, starting with the original Devil May Cry 1.
Brian.
That came out back on the PS2 back in the day. So after Jak series, Jak 3 and Jak X, we'll be heading back to Devil May Cry.
Why?
I don't have Ninja Gaiden on PS4, Brad. So anyway,
I don't have my controller in hand.
have a good night. Have a good rest of your week coming up, and we will see you all next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
You're not bad.